Y'all miss me? I'm back with the B.O.B. I'm excited because I have a Grind City affiliate here talking to us about what she does. Get man, I forgot to update this. Y'all know it's always something. Anywho, my name is K.Bey. I am CEO of Grind City Media. Pittsburgh is our location, and we are here to talk about the business over the BS. So, if you like to talk about the business over the BS, then you come to the right place. And if you don't, then you're absolutely in the wrong place. We're going to get into the show. I have a special guest here. It's going to be a fantastic time. She's going to tell us. I'm not going to tell y'all who she is. If y'all ain't read the flyer, then I don't know what to tell you. You have to wait till you see her beautiful face. Yeah, I'm like that. But we're going to have a great time. We're going to have a great conversation. She's going to let us know all the things that she does and how you can get involved. So, thank you for tuning in to BOB. We are live on Grind City TV Network Roku. If you have that, we definitely appreciate you. So let us know what you think about the updates to the channel and the app. Since, you're here, why not tell us? And stay tuned, we'll be right back. This is the BOB Business Over Bullshit. I am the coolest host in the world. Not your ever CEO, K.Bey. Let's get it. Business over bullshit. What you selling, what you pitching, are you educating? Sit down with K.Bey, share the moves you are making. Grind City will broadcast you all across the nation. Intelligent convo with no drama or debating. Business over bull. We put the business over bull. Business over bull. Business over bull. And let's get this money, yo. Put that business over bull. Business over bullshit. Business over bullshit. Business over bullshit. Business over bull. Put that business over boy and let's get this money, yo. Business over bullshit. We are in the building, her building and mine. We got my girl Simply Sheba here with us. What's good, Simply Sheba?
What's happening?
It's all good over here, man. Repping Oklahoma City, Grind City West. If you don't mind, please give us a brief introduction to you and all. Well, not all the stuff, because we gotta have a whole daggone interview here. So if you tell it all from the gate, then then, then we ain't got
Yeah,
nothing else to talk about. So tell us
it'll be
who
over
you
real
are and what
fast.
you do.
Well, I am your hostess with the mostest, simply Sheba. For those of you who don't know, I do what I want and not what I can. So what I'm currently doing right now is about to discuss this business of a bullshit.
That's what I'm talking about. Um,
As far as all of the stuff I do, like we have a long, you know, hour to talk about it or whatnot. But just to give the beauties a little bit, I am a certified media broadcaster. I am a music and television producer. I also deal in artist development as well as music production. Um, I just do a whole host of things. And I'm also very, very, which is the thing that I'm proudest of, active within my community.
oh yeah, love that. You're very active. I see you moving all over the place. You go to festivals. You're constantly promoting your media. So let's talk about it. First of all, what was your draw to broadcasting? What was it about this field that you felt like, hey, I not only do I want to do it, but I want to get an education in this field?
Um, well, it was just the whole DJ situation just came from listening to the radio like everybody else. And them dudes out there just sounded like they was having a lot of fun at their job doing something they enjoy, just listening to music all day. Doesn't that sound appealing? Listen to music and make money for it. So the career situation came with I needed the money. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah, that's a
know,
great answer, actually.
right. And then my natural character is fundamentals, you know. So don't get me wrong, because I've self-taught myself a lot of things, but I also always like to figure out how stuff works. So when it came to DJing, I wanted to know everything about it. And they said it's a school that'll teach you. So I went.
So you went to the school.
So I went to American Broadcasting Group. Some of you out there in the nation may know it. Yes, I did.
And you do it well. One thing that that really attracted me to your brand was I was so happy to see a woman do it at the level that I do it, right? For independent artists and underground, because I think that, the misconception of independent artists in the independent field is that we are lackluster, is that we accept mediocrity and we put out mediocre products. And I did not get that from you. I was super excited about that, and I'm like, man, I gotta work with her. Like, she's super dope, very calm. And we're gonna talk about your game show later, but your game show, your game show be getting people. That's all I'm gonna say on that right now. Um, so you went to school, and next thing you know, you're getting a People's Choice Award in Oklahoma City.
Well,
So
actually, let me clear this up. I want nobody be coming for me later. I have actually never won a People's Choice Award in OKC. I'm the producer of the annual cipher for the award. Now, initially, how it all started is the great DJ gig. It's a lady by the name of Shanada Lewis. Shout out to my friend Shay. Also blossomed into a wonderful friendship. Um, she had did a calendar with a mutual friend of mine and was selling it for the cost. My friend was one of the models in the calendar, and she was showing me one day, and I was like, "Oh, this is dope." Everybody, do the support thing. Then I happened to be on social media, and the picture on my friend's calendar came across my social media, and I clicked the button. And we're like, "Oh, this is her." So I just hit her up. I never meet strangers. So I hit her up like, "When you get some time, I would love to interview you, etc." Um, which fast forwarded, she came into the studio to do the interview about her calendar, amongst other things, because she has a company called Candy Girl. Shout out to my Candy Girls. It's always sweet and candy. Um, and in the midst of it, she spoke about her award, and I was like, "That sounds awesome," and she was like, "Well, would you like to host my red carpet?" Like, after the interview wrapped and everything, we were just chit-chatting. She liked me, I liked her, and she just was like, "Would you like to host my red carpet?" Opportunity, it's not necessarily what you make of the opportunity all the time. Sometimes it's just taking the opportunity, and she was like, "Would you like to host my red carpet?" I'm like, "Yeah." And we are 10 years later, and I am the official host of I was the official host of the red carpet, which that led to, because of my music background, et cetera, which led to stage production and other avenues that are involved in the Oklahoma City People's Choice Awards.
well, that sounds fantastic. Um, when you're hosting the red carpet, you're seeing a lot of naturally entertainers slash entrepreneurs. I think if you're an entertainer, you're an entrepreneur. That is my mindset. But people like to separate the two, so I say them both. What is the major obstacle that you seem to run into when you're talking to independent artists or entertainers? Like, we're gonna get to the high points, but the reason why I'm asking you this question is because naturally it's business over bull, right? And I think that, you know there are some aspects of business that we need as entertainers, entrepreneurs, interviewers, things of that nature that are not necessarily being taught. You know what I'm saying? So when we encounter um, these artists or entertainers, there's a common lack of instruments that they need to really push themselves. What would those common factors be for you um, when you're running into these entertainers slash entrepreneurs, and what would you suggest that they do about it?
Okay. So, like on the red carpet, per se, specifically to that question, the red carpet, this realism, like, it's 100 of you in here. There are relatively artists that are more known than you, that I've sat down with you several more times than you, and I just don't know you. You just haven't made the circuit. Now I know your mama, cousins, aunties, everybody like your song, but that doesn't mean that I'm instantly supposed to know who you are. Um, Hence why you're here at the red carpet, to let the beauties know who you are. So, I think they need to come with a little more. I won't necessarily be say humble, because I love a confident artist. I love, but I mean, just being realistic about what comes with the job, and that in itself, that understanding that it's a career. It's not um, fun and games. It's a
Right.
career, and with that comes certain decorum, certain prerequisites, certain shit you just got. Excuse me, certain
No,
things,
just do your thing. This is raw. This is underground
just
here.
certain shit
Certain
you
shit
just
you just gotta have in
gotta
place.
do. You gotta have, you gotta do, you gotta say, you gotta look. You know what I'm saying?
And, and you know what's amazing to me, one of the things that I had run into, especially the younger artists, two things that kind of bug me out. One, they don't appreciate independent media, and two, they don't have anything to hand you, something to leave you with when you leave. So I always tell this to younger artists that I encounter. First and foremost, when we were starting, and I've been in the game little longer, over a longer time. I've been here. I had something in my hand, CDs. Those CDs had labels on it. You knew exactly who gave you this. Now, when I go out, I have a card. You know exactly who left you this. You know how to find me. You know how to find our channel. And I don't see that. I don't see people spending the money. They spend it on the look, right? Your shoes
Right.
is fresh. Your hair is fresh. You got the best weed. Your clothes is fresh. But all right, who are you, bruh? Oh man, I'm so and so and such and such. Where can I find you? Pull out your phone and your Instagram. Dude, I am interviewing. The last thing I'm going to do is pull out my phone and add you on Instagram. But here's my card. Trustfully, you'll add me. So I think that when we're in the position that we are in now, which is, in my opinion, teaching, we need to make sure that. Yes, sir. Shout out to VT. Hey, shout out to everybody watching on Facebook and Ground City TV. Not but right now, VT just says, he left your quote. He said, "Be realistic about what comes with the job." Indeed. So when we talk about that, what comes with the job, that is that branding, that part of branding that you have to leave with the audience that you just introduced yourself to. That's the one thing that drives me crazy. The other thing that drives me crazy is knowing what to perform where, right? So there was an
So,
article, right? Let's talk about it because I'm not a current event type
so,
person, but
so
Sexy
the
Red.
first thing,
Go ahead.
tangible objects, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something for the beauties, just the audience in general, not just musicians. So music, let me make sure I get this right. You probably smoking that weed. So subjective is when it's for everybody, and objective is when it's just your mind state. So music is a subjective thing, right? Um, I don't have an opinion about music I don't like. I don't like it. You get what I'm
Period.
saying?
That's it.
So I don't have a conversation about it. No, I don't want to listen to it, whatever. Music I do like. Now, what I do for a living is not about me. So I don't ever even get into what I do like or what I don't like because that's for my personal use. Now, what I do for a living is about the beauties. It's always about the beauties for me. You understand what I'm saying? So, what I have learned in doing my job for the beauties is they like a lot of different stuff. So, that's what I do. I play a lot of different stuff. I listen to a lot of different stuff. I try to understand a lot of different stuff. So, let's talk about these kids. I'm from the great 1900s. So, no, it's a lot of things that they got going
Wait a
on. I
minute,
don't.
wait a minute. Did you say I'm from the great 1900s?
The great 1900s.
You know what,
Yeah.
Sheba? Don't start your shit, Sheba.
No, I'm
We're
from the
10
great
minutes into the
1900s.
show, man.
So there's a lot of things that I just absolutely, regardless to however much I want to, I'm not going to relate to them. We didn't. There are things that we just did not, and probably for those who still have parents, still do not just relate to their mamas and daddies about it. And even though they're not your children, you're technically their mamas and daddies. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, there are some things. But what I am okay with is them doing their thing and telling them how to do that thing the way that all things are supposed to be done. I'm not saying don't break the blueprint, but whatever you're saying, there's always a set way and prerequisites and things that you have to do in order to do the business, not the entertaining. The entertaining can be creative. The business go one way.
It
You
go one way.
understand what I'm
It go
saying?
one way.
But so when it comes to the kids and what they doing, I might not agree with it, but I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna tell you if the fundamentals, it's like basketball, you get great players all the time. They do different moves, but the fundamentals are the same. So even if you over here doing trap rap, you over here singing and rapping, you over here an old school rapper, you over. However, all I'm paying attention to for what I do for a living is your fundamentals. That's what's important. What people who invest their money into you are paying attention to is your fundamentals. Now, if these are the building blocks of what you need to do, then that's what you need to be doing it. Now, how you go about it, I say all of that to say the evolution, the tangible things. I'm with you. Have a card or something, But I also appreciate the young guy who, when I'm interviewing him, takes again the
The
opportunity to say,
opportunity.
"Shit, let me get your phone,"
Yes.
because he technology inclined,
Yeah, yeah.
probably more so than I am. Pop up in my QR code because he
It's
does have
let's
a
talk.
little
Yes,
sort of a
yes.
scan key thing or whatever. You understand, or a QR on his phone and get the scan in us. And then when he sees me somewhere in my email on my phone, he can lock in his information and I can get back to him. I do appreciate that guy because the fundamental of the grind, although he has elevated, I don't want no paper, I don't want no pen, and I don't want no CD. He has still figured out how to do the ultimate objective.
Indeed.
Give me
Indeed, connection. Indeed, I totally agree with that. They have things out now that's like, I got a dot card. Scan my QR. Like, there are inexpensive ways for us to stay connected to each other because technology has taken over. But there's still that tangible asset. It's an asset. When you have a card, you put it in your pocket and you go home and you wake up the next day and you're like, oh, damn, let me check this out. And the other side of that is knowing what audience you are about to approach, right? So if you're getting ready to go to a school, you might not want to do the song about killing people out of school, right? I think that, as artists, like a lot of people say, I'm not a rapper, I'm an artist. Well, in order to be an artist, in my opinion, you have to have a level of versatility, right? In the product that you're creating, the music that you're creating, if your audience is to reach the hardcore rappers, for instance, stay in that lane. Don't try to be over and touch the kids. What people don't understand is if the children like you, they like you. So you still have to be able to present yourself in a way that you can go to those schools because that's important. It's important that you can go to those schools and those children can talk to you. We're going to go to commercial, but when we come back, you keep saying the beauties. So when we come back, we're going to talk about the beauties, who they are, why you speak of them so much, and what do they do? Let's go. This is the B.O.B. I am your host, K.Bey, and not simply Sheba. We'll be right back. Tune in, share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring, my good people.
A human being, teach your seeds teach how to read and protect the queen the way the elders taught us. We might not have been brought up. It's time for us to change the cycle and refine a product, create businesses.
Wanna see you crawl like a scarab or a beetle. Hey, wanna see you fall like the seasons when the leaves do. Like a bee hard, like trying to thread a needle. In this cold, cold world, many people try to deceive you.
Baby girl, I dig that. Yup, it's on. Cantrell, yeah, it's on. Rock this beat, hey, rock this song. Rock your hips, cause this your song. DJ, drop this here in the club.
So I'm powerful, battered and bruised, I'm still powerful. On full dose, never on cruise, my brand powerful. Split that you pray through to my youth, they so powerful. Manifest whatever we choose, now that's powerful.
Looking for dope music? Tune in to the Me and Ma Show every Friday morning from 10 to 11 on WGrindRadio.com, where we give you music you ain't used to.
Where they give you music that you ain't used to. I'm back, and I'm back with her, Simply Sheba. What's good, sis? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. You know, it's always a pleasure when we sit down.
It's always a pleasure with you and I. Let's talk about these beauties that you speak of. You do have a campaign out, Dear Black Men. Are they a part of the beauty clan that you speak of? Tell us about this beauty clan you speak of, dear.
I mean, so initially, everybody always, when I say beauty, they always make it girls. So over the years, you know, I have men who are beauties. The beauties is everybody. That's everybody that I'm talking to because um being beautiful is not an aesthetic. That's pretty and cute. Those are the aesthetics. Gorgeous, you know, adorable. Those are the aesthetics. Those are the aesthetic adjectives. You know, beauty does not define the way you look. You understand? Some of the craziest looking things in the world are beautiful. You did what I'm saying? People appreciate the beauty of them. So the beautiful thing was never about, you know, oh, you cute or anything. It was about beautiful souls. And if you ugly, some of the most cutest, prettiest people can be, you understand, get away from them.
If you're
And
ugly,
that's,
though, did you have to say if you're ugly? I mean, you know, you know what, Sheba?
you know, if you ugly,
If you're
you
ugly,
know, and it
not if
didn't
you're
have
ugly.
anything to do with an aesthetic. Like, you know, it was a I started the whole beauty thing to expand mine, truly. You know how hard it was to get men to be okay with you calling them beautiful or a beauty, you know, and in real life, 80% of my audience, which is the beauty, that's what I call my audience, are men,
Mm,
you know.
mm.
So, and this is real fact. Men, girls, you know, I guess they don't like some of the stuff I put down sometimes, but and it's okay. You know,
Okay,
it's for who
it's
like,
okay.
I'm not everybody's cup of tea because 'cause I'm champagne. You
Oh,
know what I
okay, all right. Yeah, you slid that
So
one
it's
in there. That was
alright.
nice.
I
That was
don't get
nice
upset
flip
at
there.
2 drinkers because they don't like champagne, they just don't like it. That's alright,
That's all
you
right.
know?
That's cool.
Um, I'm not tea, I'm champagne, you know,
You
so,
champagne. I
um
can't. All right.
but yeah,
So,
the beautiful thing was never about it was just about the expansion of one's perspective, and that's just what I be trying to do, expand perspective, understanding, and it kinda just started a beautiful movement. It just kinda started that's just what I wanted in my life. I just didn't want anything ugly, including the people
mm,
that were involved in it. You
the
know what I
people
mean?
and the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm telling you, the first time you called me a beautiful, I felt beautiful. I I felt beautiful. I called
and it
my
comes
mom.
from
Hey,
nothing.
mom, because you know my mom watches my show, so if I curse, I gotta put 25 cents in the effing jar. Thanks for watching, mom. And if I don't say something to her during the show, I might get a whooping because my mom still beats me. So hey, mom. Yeah, I felt so welcomed the first time you said that. Hey, beauty. No one calls me beautiful. What? I'm I'm fine and sexy, but you know I don't get beautiful that much. You know, and I was like, okay, this is different. Thank you. So that movement, have you put some steam to it to like get in educational facilities, things of that nature? What's the overall goal of the beauties movement?
Well, again, they really are what I'm beauties. It's just my audience. Like, so let me back us up a little bit. As we were speaking about previously, I started out as a radio DJ. Um I spent for Tyler Media here in Oklahoma. Um, of course, as you know, you have segments and things. So Beyonce had Swifties. I mean, Beyonce had, the Beehive, and Taylor Swift had Swifties. And I just wanted to be able to connect with my audience like on a more personal level. You know what I mean? It really just started out as a part of when I got on the air in the morning or in the evening, good morning beauties. You know what I mean? When it came to my social media, a lot of the good morning beauties that now that these many years later people receive daily started out really as, like, I would get up in the morning and I would give myself self affirmation and I'll be like, oh, that's dope. Maybe the beauties are like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep,
And it
yep,
just
yep.
has become a repetitive thing. And now it's turned into a daily thing, not necessarily for any type of let me use it. It works for who it works for. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that I have decided. It's that energy thing, that karma thing everybody talks about. It's not for anything specific. I
Right.
put out what I want to get,
Be it back. Yes, ma'am.
and
Yes,
I've
ma'am.
dedicated to getting up every day while I'm reaffirming to myself, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna do it. Those who take the most precious thing we have, time, to read my status, listen to my show, whatever, who hanging with me, let me tell them too, in the midst of it.
Right.
Look at Tisha, I appreciate them eating attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know how
Mm-hmm.
algorithms, let's talk statistics. Algorithms, the attention span of people is 30 seconds at this point. At this point, grown adults have the attention span of toddlers. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm catching
Yeah,
somebody's
I'm one of them.
attention as fast as people are like getting past things, if I'm holding somebody's attention,
Yeah,
appreciate it. And
appreciate you.
while I got it, no, this is the important part. While I got your attention, check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning. How you doing? How
Mm-hmm.
you feel?
Mm-hmm.
What's up with you? You know you a cool motherfucker. I know it's out here telling you you ain't shit. You might have did this, but check this out. Believe in people like you though. Because not only do I believe in people like you, I'm just like you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when it's easy, I think you get along better with people when you tell people what you've been through more so than what to do. And that's
Mm.
just what I do.
Yeah, you know
Share
what?
with us.
That's a very powerful statement. You know, I have this conversation with people all the time. You know what you've been through instead of what to do. And people say to me, "Oh, you're a boss," and I always decline that title. And people say, "Why do you decline that title?" I am not a boss. People who are bosses tell people what to do. I am a grinder. I show you what is possible. There's a difference. I don't desire to boss you around. I desire to work with you, not for you, not underneath you, with you. So I want to show you that this person that everyone said, well, not everyone, but a lot of people that I encountered in my life told me what I could not do. Oh, well, then I'm just going to have to grind that up and show you what's possible. So I love that
Right.
statement. And, you know, it makes sense. That is why you're on our squad with us. We're going to come back, and when we do, we're going to talk about the big smoke cigar shop that you run down there in OKC and some other stuff that you got your hands in. You know, this is the BOB, and we have to pay our bills, even if we're promoting us to pay our bills. So we'll be right back. This is Grind City
Gotta keep the
TV
lights
in a
on.
building. Let's go.
Colder than your favorite, hotter than your greatest. I'm colder than your favorite, they steady. Hotter than your favorite ladies. Cardi B, Rihanna, face it, that's a sexy statement. So
Good evening, beauties. I am your hostess with the most, is Simply Sheba. You know the slogan, I do what I want, and not what I can. Thank you for joining me in a little game that we here at the Me and Ma Show like to call No.
Hey everybody, it's Petra.
What's up? I'm Key.
I'm Jay Christian, and we are the Cognac Room Podcast, a drink-infused podcast about adulting and male and female interactions.
Get this in print. Grind Daz Magazine Volume 6. Fresh off the presses with the Thank You DJ edition. Featuring Nico Cherise, interviews of the legendary Mixmaster Ice. From UTFO, national renowned DJ Black Steel, Canada's #1 DJ Quicksand, and others. Plus the latest from DeVivian Gray, Anna Rafika, and more. Plus news from Grind City. You want to get this in print. GrindersMagazine.com. Don't forget, thank your DJ.
Thank your DJs. Thank you, DJ. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, DJ. Shout out to everybody that supported Grinders Magazine. We have the next one coming out May 1st. The print version, but you guys know you can always stay updated with us by going to grindersmagazine.com. We have blog posts. We're actually currently accepting applications for junior and senior writers. This is an intern. This is a non-paid position, so don't be calling me talking about no money, because I ain't got none. I said I ain't no boss. Anywho, let's talk about it. You are a co-owner and marketing manager of something called Big Smoke Cigar Club. Tell us about what that is and what you guys do there besides smoke cigars.
We're a cigar lounge that features entertainment. We're basically what the words say, a cigar lounge. We are the first Black-owned cigar lounge in Oklahoma. We're a family-owned business, so my cousins also are the main owners of the shop. I'm the marketing manager. I do this, tell people about it, among other things. I'm also anything else that the shop requires. You got to stick with you. Shout out to the Russ, Barry, and Karen Russell. You can find us at 3719 Spring Lake Drive, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. If you're ever here, roll up and smoke something with me. We sell exclusively our own brand of cigars. They are hand-rolled cigars. Your mouth, please don't talk about smoking no weed. We cater to a specific demographic, which are older, mature adults. If you've had a long day off work, the last thing you want to do is be bothered with people. You can come in, sit down, chill.
Don't be bothered with people.
I don't know about y'all, but when my kids was going through the teenage era, I used to kind of like hide in my car sometime. I ran away from them sometime. Like, woo,
I ran away from them all the time. I was a nerd, so I was either fighting or running, and I ain't like running, and I ain't like fighting, so I just stayed to myself.
So if you just lay back, just want to listen to some good music, and we are very ventilated, so you don't have to partake in the cigars. They are available for you to partake in, but you can come get you free food, complimentary drinks. And we have various entertainment 7 days a week, and you just can come through and hang out. That's how we.
I'm coming to Oklahoma City so I can rock. Kids.
And again, you have to be. We cater to a specific demographic. It is for the grown and sexy. You have to be at least 30 to even get in the doors.
Oh, I'm only 22, so
I don't want none of my friends getting shot with the glick. They got new guns that don't even got words. The new guns just sounds. There used to be letters like ARs and stuff. Now
I'm 22.
No 22 is a form of weapon or the age.
I've been discriminated. That is amazing. That I marvel at how you are able to do all the things that you do, because in the realm of you running this cigar shop and doing the marketing for that, you're also a content creator. So let's talk about that because I've seen you do a lot of stuff. You have the Me and Mine's show,
Right.
and he had his game show that nobody can win. And it's about them. I mean, it's just so brilliant. I couldn't even win the game. I'm spilling it, bro. Watch it. But let's talk about the Me and My shows first, and then we shall talk about Know Thyself. The Me and My show is on thebuzzradio.com, so you are affiliated with them, and it is also on wgrindradio.com. So let's talk about how you got started with the Me and My shows, what it's about, and why do you do it?
I didn't want to work for the man.
I can't stand you right now. I can't, just, Mom, can you elaborate?
You know, I just, so again, the whole fundamental thing. So you go to school. This is what they say you do. You go to school, you graduate, you go work in your field. So I did that. I went to school, I graduated, and then worked at the radio station. And I didn't like it. Just straight up, I didn't like the economic politics. And it's not that I didn't like it. I love the way the business is ran on the level that it's ran. Let me rephrase that. I did not like it for independent artists.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
You know, I did not like the mainstream radio station in the way they treated, in the way I was forced. Like literally, you feel like that sometimes you're forced to treat independent artists. You know, like
Let's talk about that. The treatment of independent artists by the mainstream media, because I'm 5 seconds from going on the buttons tangent, because I've been solely dedicated to the underground my entire career, trying to build independent media. And I have people challenge me, why don't you interview this person, or why aren't you over here, and your media is not this because you didn't talk to Jay-Z. And Jay-Z has enough media, they don't need my media. But I know who doesn't have it. And I got into media because I was throwing shows, and there was like one media, Brother Ash, shout out to Brother Ash, that would come down, and if it wasn't for that guy, we wouldn't have known what was going on. So
and I really need artists to stop that right there. If you this, then you're not that. So okay, well, Jay-Z not over here. Well, Jay-Z didn't start out over the BET either. If you really are invested in music like you say you are, then you're invested in it as a whole. So you'll remember the days, or just go back and watch the documentaries when he tell you all the people that tell him no, all of the people can't come to the radio, all of the stations that wouldn't spin him. And it was that one, that one person that may have been smaller than everybody else. They had a nice little following that was enough to propel him to all of a sudden. Now those radio stations they're calling him. He don't even have to knock on the door no more.
Right.
Because of the work that these so-called smaller stations did for him, and the opportunities they were not afraid or did not look at this economically to take with him.
Here's a question I have for you, Sheba. Let's talk about, some people will grab a camera and think they're media. You got those folks that I got a camera or I can film. What does being media, mean to you? Because I have my definition. What's your definition of media?
Well, media is what it is to me. Media is lights, it's cameras, it's radio, it's media. Now, news, I can give you the definition of that. News is just reporting the facts, telling the story of what happened. Now, where we all get misconstrued, the media is now opinion-based news. So now we have a select, now because you have people who are also professionals and who also have done what they've done, expressing their opinions on matters that really don't even matter sometimes. You understand? It looks very easy to do. So again, I go back to fundamentals. There's nothing wrong with being self-taught. I've taught myself a lot of things. But with the self-taught, teach yourself what you need to know about what you're doing. You get what I'm saying?
I
So if
think
you're
so.
going to go into,
I'm pretty much self taught. I'm completely
yeah,
self
but
taught.
I'm
So yeah.
pretty sure you taught yourself about equipment. I'm pretty sure you taught yourself about what is required of you when you're interviewing on stage, on red carpets. I bet you taught yourself how to even get on those red carpets
No,
because you
I've
just
never been
say
on a
you're
red
a
carpet.
media
I don't know
outlet.
anything about it. Honestly, I've never been on a red carpet ever. I've
Well,
never
this
been on
okay.
anyone's red.
Well,
Can you teach me? Because I've never
well,
been
let
on
me back
anyone.
up. Let me back it up. It's the same thing that I tell artists per se, rappers. Um,
Rappers.
yeah, it depends on what you want to do,
That part.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, if you want to, if you're a singer or artist and you want to be Future and Beyonce international big, you have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
If you want just me, if you want to just be local or just your city or your state knows you, this is okay to do. These set of things are okay to do. If you just want to make good music, but you don't want to get paid for it because you just love the art of the music, well, just do that. You understand what I'm saying? But if you're going to be an artist to get paid, there are certain prerequisites and certain things you're going to have to do. And I know everybody likes to shortcut it and say not me and think that they will be excluded from these things, but this is not true.
Okay, well, I think, and that's what I alluded to earlier about people not really understanding and respecting independent media. We'll have events just in my city. That's I can speak on my city for independent artists, and they don't understand the importance of a live stream media, not somebody holding up their phone with Facebook Live, but a live stream media. It's really discouraging and frustrating. But they'll get there. I've been training them for a long time, so maybe that's hit 'em. Come here. Anywho,
Well,
so the bus
I
radio.
don't really look at the mindset. Like the way a person works shows you what their intentions are, right? So change is due to everything and everybody. So it's on you to choose of whether the change be for the good or bad. Elevating is due to everybody. So the work will show you. So maybe I did start off roguish and on the red carpet, cussing and not having no decorum. Or as an artist, maybe I didn't know how to uh, pick venues appropriately for my music.
Mm-hmm.
But by the next year or year two,
I learned
if
it.
you see that change,
Yeah, I learned it. Yeah, and that's the
that means they
that's the
learned
process, right?
something.
As long as you are growing and changing, then you're progressing. It's staying in the same lane. That's the problem. Is
Yeah.
expecting
Now,
everyone to
and
yield to
that's what
you.
I
That's kind
don't
of the problem.
do.
That's the
I
mindset.
don't do that. I
Yeah.
don't do that though. I'm not okay. I'm not talking to the people who don't listen. That don't even make sense. Like you want me to just be mad,
No,
and
don't
I
no
don't
no
want to
no
be
don't be
upset.
mad. I don't want you to be mad. Calm
No,
down.
not
I
you.
don't
I'm
got cut.
saying
Okay,
that
you
if
just
I
calm
was to
down.
engage in it's the behavior.
Yeah.
Why would I engage in that? Like, why would like if I look over once again, I just see you work. Oh, you 2 years for real? You still don't care how your videos look? You still go
Yeah. Yeah.
do that?
And mad
All
cause
right. Well,
cause
no,
you
I'm
want to
not
send
gonna
me a
take
link.
2 more years
You mad
and
cause you
try to
want to send me
convince
this video
you
link in my
to do
inbox
it
and think I'm gonna
right.
just like it. No, I'm not gonna just like it. You know what I mean?
But I'm not going to take 2 more years either to
Yeah.
try to convince you to do it right. I
Yeah.
just watched you for 2 years and I want to instead of that energy that I'll be doing and getting upset and yelling at you and doing all of the unnecessary. You know, it's a little
I ain't
dude
your
over
mama.
here.
I ain't your
It's a little
mama.
dude over here that got this thing called initiative. I
Yeah.
can go put all of that on him.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest thing. I don't even pay attention. Like a lot of stuff that just passed because I don't even pay attention to it. I really pay attention to what I'm on. If I'm on making a hit, then I'm going to try to create this hit with people who's on making hits. I'm not going to the lazy artist to get a hit. Oh, you don't want to work. Yeah, I'm off you. Now, 2 years later, if you just start working, I'm back on you. But right now, if this is long, man, I ain't on that. Cause you do because 9 times out of 10 for what we do for a living, most of the time, well, for me at this point in my life, it's artists coming to me. You know what I'm saying? The people that I'm talking to want to do what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't even have them kind of problems. So if you come to me and say, "Well, Sheba, I would like to develop my career. I would like to set a stage production for me." Whatever. Again, it goes back to the fundamentals. I got the credentials. It ain't no I'm just saying I can do this. I really all of the projects to show you that I'm able to do this, along with the references, etc. But I digress. If this is what you're saying you want to do for me, so apparently you think I know how to do it.
Yeah.
So if you come asking me for help and then I tell you and then you start talking to me like you know what you're doing, I'm done. Why
Oh.
would I continue to? Because all I'm gonna do is that all that
I don't think I would ever do that to you. You
like
might
my
kick me in
people.
the throat. Like, no, I don't ever. No, we're gonna keep you calm. You might kick me to. I believe everything you saying when I come ask you something for real because your passion is there for what it is that you've created. These lanes that we create aren't easy, and people need to understand that. Like when you're coming over here talking to us about what we're doing, this is not something we thought of yesterday and said, "Oh, I'm the best at it today." We've got years and years and years of grind, of learning, of literally
Failing.
blood, sweat, and tears. Disappointments, triumphs, all of that. So don't
All of
come over here, young buck, talking about you know what you're doing. Let me see. And if you do, fantastic. We can work together if that's what you desire. And if you don't, and you're willing to learn, I will have no problem educating you. However, don't come over here in this lane that I've built thinking you know what you're doing, and that's what occurs a lot for what I've been through in my experiences. It was like, yo, man, you gonna come in my lane and tell me what to do, and then get mad when I don't follow? No, I'm not with it. Anywho, so the buzzradio.com that's an all female business, or how does that work?
no. TheBizRadio.com.
The biz, sorry.
Great people. Shout out to TheBizRadio.com. Uh, it's a Houston-based internet radio station.
Okay.
Um, again, I'm just blessed, but it's really to tell you the truth, because I meet people in the more organic ways, and I'm just blessed with opportunities from just being myself. You know what I mean? Just doing simple stuff like saying, "Hey, how you doing?" Smiling, "What's
Mhm.
up?"
Mhm. Yeah, that
And just
smile
being,
says a lot, man. Your smile is awesome.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so I was working a press junket. Shout out to Loud Music. I was working a Loud Music press junket. The Biz Radio were fellow correspondents that sat behind me. Um, "Hey, how you doing?" was exchanged. "You need help?" And then in the midst of the conversation, it was created. They like me, I like them, and we engaged in a partnership, and here we are. Now I'm able to spin not only Oklahoma music, but all of the beauties around the country who send me their music, not only in Oklahoma, but Houston, and now shout out to Ground City. Uh, Now in Pittsburgh. So not only am I able to bring what my state has to other states, but they're also able to share what they got with us. And as you said at the top of the hour, sharing is caring,
Sharing is
you know,
caring, people.
and in doing so, and being able to network, thank this is
All right.
one of the best pros of technology, being able to network outside of my state. Like I said, I've just been afforded opportunity. So I was offered a show in a slot, which at the time I had spent music in like 4 years. That music, it just felt stagnant for me, and like, I just wasn't on that. I just didn't want to speak trash because quality is also very important to me. So I had took a break, and I was on my podcast, my show, and in the midst of it, like I said, a media correspondent allowed me to junket. They were fellow correspondents, great conversation, and a good time with that. and it led to opportunity and networking connection.
So the Me and My show, that's the show you have on both of our radio stations, and that is a music show, correct?
Right.
All right. So
So let me and my show. So again, radio DJ started out. This is my if you know anything about radio, if you listen to it every day, you know DJs have their sets, their hours. My set for my 3 hours every day is the Me and My show. I play you greatest hits. Within inside the Me and My show, if you listen to the radio, we have small different segments, different things that you can get as you're listening to the radio. Um, when I when I quit my job at the radio station to develop my own show, I was already established, like my brand. So when I spent for the radio station, I didn't use the Me and My show as a brand because the one thing when school taught me was the fundamentals, the politics, the business. If I was to do that, then anything that I create for the station retains with the station. So now if it's to tell you some things that I did that I probably shouldn't have been doing at work, right? So as I'm at work, I'm producing shows and I'm a radio or personality at work, when I would get off, I didn't book interviews with people in my city that would come into the production booth at work and we would sit down and do an interview for my podcast, which was the Me and My show. At the time, it was just me. There was no way like I could compete with like national
yeah, I've been there.
media outlets and podcasts were just evolving. People were just now getting into them. And let me clarify something for people. Podcasts are not visual. They are strictly audio transmissions that you people go and listen to and enjoy. You can Google it and we can debate later. But so at the time, there was not even a such
Yeah,
thing as a Facebook.
I'm glad you said that because I've been forced to use this word podcast with the things that I do, and it pisses me off because I'm like, I make TV shows. I don't know what you guys are talking about. And when I say
Right.
TV shows, everybody gets so mad. Those are scripted, and no, they're not. I'm on TV. There's the show. You see me? I'm on the TV. It's a TV show. But
The
I have to go to
podcast
this
is a
podcast
strictly
because they
audio
don't even know the
podcast.
different. They don't know the
A,
definition of
po-
it.
a
It's
podcast is a
audio.
strictly audio podcast.
Yes.
Now, the Me and My show has been around. This is what I have. I have to tell this story because I have to put people in understanding of my own growth. You understand me?
Right.
So when I started the Me and My show in this podcast, there was not even a Facebook Live button. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
There
we
was
can
no
have a story about that.
tool
Yes.
as going live. There was not even a thought. They hadn't came up with it yet.
Had to do
You get what
code.
I'm saying? So it was good old fashioned grinding and working.
Yes.
So again, a podcast was a new thing. It was all the way. Well, I have technical skills already, so I don't need a crew. I know how to work all the equipment. I can do this on my own. And it's just, and I can talk about what I want to. There's no program manager. There's none of the dictates that come with the radio station. So I worked at the radio station long enough to build my podcast. This means endorsement, sponsorship, getting guest interviewers. Again, I would get off work, take the people that I done booked into the production studio also so they could feel wonderful. They at the radio station and we would do interviews at the radio station in my job. You understand? So about time I quit my job, I literally said, I'm out of here. Because I'm feeling good about what I'm doing and I'm invested. There's no plan B. This is the rest of my life
Yes,
now. You
ma'am.
understand what I'm saying?
Do I
Um,
understand what you're saying? Do I?
I'm out of here. I'm gone.
Yes.
By this time, I had already developed. I've sat down with so many rappers and people and stuff. So it's just a podcast. Now, I'm podcasting. I'm doing great. Everything's coming great. And then Facebook invents this button called
Oh,
live.
almost put us out of business. It almost put me out of business because I'm telling you, I've been going live via video for 19 years. I had to learn code. There was some pieces of equipment, and when I mastered it, they came up with this button. So yes,
And
yes, I
they
do.
invent this button called live.
Yes.
As I'm looking around me, because I believe in progress, elevation, learning, and the best people to learn from is the people who do what you do. I'm looking at them how they're incorporating visuals of their podcast. So when I would do my podcast, I would have a live section. You would go live like when I'm interviewing you, it wouldn't be a live of the interview because I still literally need you to go because this is how it went when I started. You have to go to my podcast,
Yes.
not Facebook. You wasn't no add your links or none of this.
Yes.
This stuff was even available. You understand?
Yes.
So every day I had to tell you, post a link, tell you to go to it. You understand? You have to go to my podcast. It's still there. Come go listen to me. You understand what I'm saying? Listen to my podcast and you can put the link. Well, when I started going live, you would still have to go to my podcast, but I would have a special live section where parts of my interview with these people after all of these weeks of telling you they coming or what, that when I go live, my audience, their beauty, their fans could ask them a live Q&A. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Boom. That was my into going live.
Nice.
Then all of a sudden that gave visibility to not just content creators, but to the everyday person. So now not only am I having to compete is not the word, but I'm
Yeah, we
amongst
don't
a mass
compete. We don't
that
do
is
that.
doing the thing that I'm doing. And now here come a whole bunch of people who don't even know how to do what I'm doing.
Oh, that part. They
Like,
made it.
tell
Hey,
what I'm saying.
they made it so easy. They made it so easy, Sheba. I was like, yo, I'm insulted that I spent much of my career learning all of this stuff. I got stuff in my studio now that I don't even freaking need because they've made it so easy.
You know, I worked at shout out to John Doe because at the time I was also I just be working a lot, man. I was working in Grind Hard Studios, and when we say self-taught, like I was a radio DJ, I had the fundamentals on how to spin music, demographics, with your typical 10 FM. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But then I went to work in the studio because they graciously allowed me to live with them. They
Mm.
made music. It was rappers and entertainers and singers and other producers coming there and there day in and day out. He graciously allowed me a spot in his studio to do my podcast. Again, I'm struck out on my own. So I need some headquarters, you know? So I hollered at John Doe. Bill gave me a place to live. You know what I'm saying? And it was a great, once again, just so blessed. It was the dopest networking opportunity because it's a studio. So again, what do? I interview artists. Who's coming in and out the doors all day long?
Artists.
Artists.
Artists. Why not evolve? Why not evolve, right? Why
So
not
not
evolve?
only did I do my podcast at the studio, I felt that I was there that since I have a podcast, advertise for them.
Mm.
So, I ventured into my world of advertising. Advertising and doing production work is also how I made the dollars to pay for the
Yes,
podcast
indeed.
on the back end. So yeah, you had a lot of people pushing live on their phone thinking it was easy till they really realize all of the work that you have to put into it to make money from it. It
Mm.
is easy to push that button, get on your phone and talk to people for 30 for 45 minutes for free. But it's not quite as easy to do that when you want to tell a person that if they want their commercial ran, they need to give you $250. You have to give them a reason to say, well, advertise with you on your show. This has been the sponsorship and the endorsement. I mean, like the way you make the money, those are the conversations that are not had, even with artists. People are all the time telling artists how to make music, but nobody tells them how to make money from the music they're creating. There are so many independent artists out. But one thing I love about us is DRT track. We spin you, you get paid. You get what you're supposed to. Now, whatever deal you made with your distribution company for your 25 cents and 15 cents, that's on you. But what I do know is if you let us spin you, you're going to get your break. And that's the important thing if you're doing this as a business. And like to just sum it all up, that is the most important thing for everyone if you're coming into entertainment to figure out with yourself. Is this something you really want to do? Are you willing to sacrifice your job, saying that you plan B? You know, are you willing to work 4 jobs? Are you trying to build your business? Are you willing to lose sleep? Are you willing to sleep in the car?
Cause
Are
that's
you
the
willing to
grind.
be away from the kids for
That's the
8 months?
business. That's the
Are
be
you
over the
willing?
bull. That's the be over the bull because it's after a while it. I tell people all the time, grind is a state of mind. It is not a mode. It is not a moment. It is a state of mind. It is not something that people can teach you. It is something that comes in you, and you should have it with everything that you do. And if you want to be in this business, you need to have that mindset, period. You cannot win without it. You can't expect to come in this business and think someone is going to do that grind for you. They'll shine next to you all day. But that grind that nobody sees, that stuff that goes on when the lights is off and everybody sleep, I'm up grinding. They don't. That's not something that's automatic.
So
It's
it's like
different.
everybody liked what Nip said. No one heard what Nip said. Everybody liked how Kobe played. Nobody paid attention to what Kobe had to do to become that player.
Yeah.
You know, like when you talk to who the people, who the beauties deem successful, if you listen not to the beauties or to the people who are gassing, the people who have actually did it, the easy shit is out the door.
Yeah.
That that's not even a part of even the people who got discovered in the mall.
Yeah.
It was some old after the discovery, they had to go to work.
Yeah. Yeah. I when I used to work a job, and I probably would sleep maybe 2 hours. If I worked 10 hours for you, I was coming to my studio to work 10 hours for me. I am not going to work more for you than I am for me. It's not going to occur. It doesn't work like that in my book. We an hour in this show and we haven't got to what I really want to talk to you about. So we're gonna get to it. We gotta get to it before we get out of here. Cause I got a bone to pick with you, Chiba. I got a bone to pick with you in this damn game. So you have this game show, which is exclusively playing on Grind City TV Network. So if you don't have Grind City TV Network on your Roku TV, I suggest you add it. Go to search, type in Grind City TV Network, and you will see our channel and all our beautiful content. Shout out to the Grind City family from magazine to radio to TV. But this one here, she created this damn show called Know Thyself. I'm going to give you a little clip of the show before we talk about it. We will be right back. This is the B.O.B. Business Over Bullshit. I am the coolest host in the world, K.Bey. Thank you all for watching. We'll be right back.
A human being, teach your seeds how to read and protect the queen. The way the elders taught us, we might not have been brought up. It's time for us to change the cycle and refine a product. Create businesses.
Wanna see you crawl like a scarab or a beetle.
Well, we'll start with your first line. Ain't spending no money around my way. See my shit far, but still won't hit play.
I got one right.
Don't hate.
That is PGH Don't Hate 2022. So tell us a little bit about Don't Hate. Like what?
That was nice of you that you put that short out. That was nice of you. I got that one right. So you got this game show. It's called Know Thyself. It's awesome. I love the concept of this show. I'm going to let you go ahead and explain. Well, I'm not going to let you, but can you please explain what the concept of this show is? And then I'm going to tell you guys how I did with this damn show.
So Know Thyself is a trivia game show for music artists. First and foremost, I love trivia. Like, I'm such a nerd at heart,
Me too.
Yes. Jeopardy, anything, Trivial Pursuit, like, yeah, we can get the big box and go through 1,001 cards and play. So I love game shows and I love music and what would be a dope way to get it together. So right now, I feel like the content and everything is just so messy. I feel that there ain't nothing wrong with just making money. And I just wanted to do something that would take two things that I love and I basically out of the mess want to have a good time because it's always a good time with me and mine. You see what I did there? Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So I invented a way to have a good time with all my artists and single friends, basically. Because that's how it really started. I got a friend named Jay. Shout out to Jay Frank, who is like a music guru, and I just be trying to find ways to stomp him, you know. And then
Yeah, I know you're up to no good. I know.
to stomp him because he's just such a music guru. Like he's always right about stuff. So, and I was like, well, one day, friend, play this game with me real quick. I made the game, play it with me. So we played. We had a really good time, and Know Thyself was born from there. I catered the game specifically toward the artist playing because once again, I just don't like mess. There's no way to beat it. The whole game is surrounded cater to and about the artist is playing. So there's just no way for it to be anything but a good time. And if you mad, you can't even be mad at me. You gotta be mad at yourself because you said it, not me.
Oh, the crock. It's a crock here, right? You know, if you get those guys that got 6 songs, sure they're going to remember what they said. I've been making music for 20 years. 20. No, damn line. Another
K.Bey,
line after you say the line, after you play the song, and tell me what it was.
I told that long out story without just like really explaining. So let me explain to the beauties who are joining us who doesn't know what we're talking about.
Do this
Shout out
show.
to
Do this
BB,
show, man.
y'all who be watching Know Thyself, shout out to you beauties. But for the beauties who are not familiar with Know Thyself, what happens is I take 5 lines from any song that an artist has made, which also includes features. Yeah, that means if you got on your homie song, I can take a line from that. I will repeat the line to the artist. The line will repeat back to me what song did the line come from. If they get all 5 lines right, they get this nifty me and my mystery gift bag. But if not, they still fly. They just don't get that bag.
It's
Because
not a
the bag
5-star. We all want to be a 5-star. You know it. You're going to cheat it for me. Look, I play this game, and I'm like, first of all, I got so much music that I wasn't even going to attempt to try to listen to some music. I just even wasn't going to do it because I didn't know where these songs is coming from. I wasn't going to sit here and be like, I'm just going to listen to my whole catalog. It's impossible. It's impossible. First of all, I have to salute you because in order for you to properly do this show, you have to do some extreme amount of homework on the artists that you are showcasing and the lines that you find. And I was just like, first off, who told you that you can go listen to all that type of music about me and find the shit that you knew that I wasn't going to remember? You knew I wasn't going to remember. You knew it. It's a part of your Francois Sway thing you're doing on this show.
Well, and that's what I want everybody to understand. It's a game show.
Yeah,
That's
it's a show.
they're hard. They're supposed to be. They're either fun or they're difficult. That's how game shows work.
Goodness.
So it's a good time while we're playing the game, but let's not never forget we're playing a game.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're laughing, we're talking, we're discussing things, but ultimately it's a game show. So there's going to be a degree of difficulty. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's good for artists though. I think it's good for artists to go back and look at themselves. Like it does a lot of things. Like it lets you get to know artists. For myself, such a intimate look into an artist sometimes because some people are as you are I'm acquainted with, we're friends, but then a lot of people are strangers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it gives me such a relationship with these people before I even get to sit down and play with them. And then I think it is, the game itself. But for the artist, I think it's a good thing to go back and look at what
I think it's
previous
phenomenal. Like
and what previous you've done and what like reflection is good for a person. You know what I'm saying?
I must tell you, I had a fantastic time playing the game. First of all, you brought up songs I hadn't listened to in a while, and And then the other aspect of it was, what were you feeling when you said that line, or what were you feeling when you made that song? And I think that's the most important part of the game, because it gives us an opportunity to say, first of all, if you took it personal, then yeah, I was talking about you, especially with my music. If you take anything I say personally, then yes, I'm talking about you. Normally, I'm just getting things off my chest if it's a song that is not as positive. But I'm a tough love person, so that's the type of music I make. I make tough love music. You might not like it, but it's the truth. Fuck you. Fuck your feelings. But the other thing, you never really get an opportunity to do 5 songs and explain them, right? Normally, when you're being interviewed with someone, they talk about your latest jam you got out, and maybe your first album, but you don't get these 5 different phases of my career, 5 different times zones in my career that you pointed out. So I had a very, very good time. Although I did not win, you should watch it anyway, because it's a good time, and you have such a cool demeanor when you are interviewing. You make people feel very, very comfortable. And you provide such an atmosphere that people want to talk to you more, not just about their music, just to shoot the shit with you. Like, you're really, really cool. I had an amazing time doing that show. I have never experienced anything like that. I'm super, super happy that it's an exclusive show on Grind City TV Network. We're going to push and build the hell out of that show. Any artists that want to do that show, how can they be a part of that? Please let them know right now.
We are currently booking for the next 2 months. Slots are definitely, availability is definitely filling up. But if you are available for booking, you think that you have what it takes to sit down. I know it sounds easy. I know you think you'll get my bag, but it's bag chasing season. You know what I'm saying? So come get it. You can hit me up at mrsfishwork@gmail.com. Of course, you can hit us up on all Grind City media sites to play Know Thyself, because again, if you don't go there, you can't even watch. Um, Again, if you think you have what it takes as an artist, and this includes rappers, singers, it's a music game show, so you have to do music, people. Coming very soon, we will have Know Thyself for the Beauties. I'm excited to announce that. You know what I'm saying? I think that the beauties will really dig what we have coming in store. But in the meantime, make sure you go check out Know Thyself on Grind City TV. You can find it on all Roku platforms, Roku TV, your Roku phone, your Roku tablet, wherever you can download Roku, as well as our website and the app. Like I said, it's always a good time with me and mine. So if you're an artist and think you got what it takes, come sit down with me.
Hey, I appreciate your presence on our show. Thank you for allowing me to have this conversation with you. This is Simply Sheba, y'all. She does marvelous things. If y'all are artists, y'all need to really get at her. She is representing the Me and My show, also Grind City TV West and W Grind Radio.
Yes. Hi.
What's I can't do this. I got arthritis. Definitely get at her, Simply Sheba /6 on Instagram. Follow her. Get a part of this movement, man. Grind City is moving. We don't sit still. We're moving. We're expanding. We got north, south, east, and west. If y'all want to get down, get at me. Hang in there, Sheba. I'm gonna close this show out. Hang in there. We'll be right back to me, cause I'm the host today. I think my mom said I can host the show. Anywho, this is the B.O.B., y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody that watched on Facebook, people tagging in, typing in, what's going on here. This is the BOC, Business Over Bull. We're not interviewing artists. We're interviewing people who are in the business and handle stuff for you guys so you can know what the outlets are, where they are, and what they do. Tap in with us, Grind City TV Network, Roku. Let me clarify, you need to have a Roku TV or device to get our channel. Let me clarify this. A lot of people are confused about Roku. So you have Roku, the platform, and you have Roku, the channel. So Roku, the channel, is no different than my channel, right? My channel has content from all over the place. This is what Grind City represents. Roku, the channel, does not have my channel, my content on their channel. Roku, the platform, does. All right? Roku, the platform platform has 14,000 plus channels. We are one of those channels. We have currently 4,967 organic subscribers to our Roku channel. And just by me saying they have 14,000 plus channels, you know that is not an easy feat. Please become one of those people to help us grow and continue to expand. We have the dopest independent content from all over the country, and we are building. So go to your Roku TV right now. Go to search, type in Grind City TV Network. You'll see us pop up. Add the channel. If you hit the live stream box, you'll see us live right now. When we go off, you will see the digital billboard, which shows our commercials, our We Outside clips, or anything that we're doing. We show clips of that. And if you are a business or an artist and would like to have some promotion done on our digital billboard, hit me for that as well. Yes, we do play music videos. We have something called the Bangers List. If you'd like to be on that, inbox me. But I wanted to be clear on how you find us on Roku. In addition to Roku, you can download the app on Android, watch Grind City TV. You can also go to grindcity.biz and watch us. We simultaneously stream live to all three of those places, plus our other media outlets. So we're here. We're going to get up out of here. But just to let y'all know that, you're all special and you're all beautifully talented people, I'm going to play a music video from me. I thought I had Power Hill on here, but I guess I don't. So y'all going to get grinders right now. We're out of here. If you guys want to get booked for the BOB, be about your business. That is rule number 1. And inbox me. I am booking for the end of May and June. We are booked up until then. In the meantime, in between time, my good people, keep your head up, stay on your grind, and stay out they way. If it's negative, if it's positive, send it to me, and we're going to triple your worth. Peace.
Grind City.
Who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding.
If you want this, then come get it. See the plug and the outlet. Line with all the outfits. From the north to the south, always rocking all the fly shit. From the east to the west, independent represent, screaming grinders. New empire aim to inspire, network. Think higher, unite. With this power, I'm more. So we do more. Foundation is solid. TV, mag, radio, and more. So show me who's a grinder.
I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding,
Business over bullshit. What you selling, what you pitching, are you educating? Sit down with K.Bey, share the moves you are making. Grind City will broadcast you all across the nation. Intelligent combo with no drama or debating. Business over bull. We put the business over bull. Business over bull. Business over bull. And let's get this money, yo. Put that business over bull. Business over bullshit. Business over bullshit. Business over bullshit. Business over bull. Put that business over bull and let's get this money, yo.